Well, that was fun.
That was pleasant, almost.
It was. It really was.
Compared with our previous experience with processing a tom turkey, this was an enjoyable experience.
From 10:30 to 2, but that includes a tom, 2 hens, kind of taking our time, and lunch. Thank you, Holly, very much for that delicious lunch, and just hanging out.
And just hanging out, which is awesome. And I really hope that you enjoy the turkey we're sending you home with.
Yep, that'll be continuation. So when I get back to my place, we're going to start the brining, and tomorrow I'll start the smoking and take you guys with us.
It's going to be good. It better be good.
It'll be good.
Well, thanks for helping out,
sure.
man.
Happy
that was
to help.
huge. That was huge.
Thanks for the turkey.
All right.
Okay, we've made it back to the homestead. I guess when we were gone, we had a little bit of an issue with an aerial predator. Thankfully, nobody died from it, but definitely a big issue. I guess Levi here saved the day. He saw the aerial predator come down and try to get one of our free-ranging birds, and he went right after that predator and scared it away. So that's awesome.
You did a good boy today. You did so good today. So did you. You did such a good job today. You did. You saved your hens. You saved your hens from imminent doom.
Well, there's one hen that they weren't able to save.
Oh, I was like, that had nothing to do with them. They did not fail.
Let's go brine. So I brought home the turkey hen. Surprised Katie, because neither Katie or I were expecting to get one of these turkeys. And I was telling Katie that we were going to brine it and then smoke it. And she's like, ooh, I have a brine kit.
I do.
So we're going to put it in the brine kit right now.
It's a brine. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Do you want to put the chicken in first?
Turkey?
Turkey in first.
Turkey, breast down. Oh, it's gross. Oh, so gross.
Rigor mortis. Oh, no. Rigor mortis is set in. Yeah, put the... You got it? Okay. And then I'll just put a bunch of ice.
8 cups of ice and 8 cups of water.
Okay, you can have a good 8 cups.
Probably 4.
I mean, we really can just put it in there, right? Yeah, go ahead, and then we'll just pour.
I probably didn't need the ice in there.
No, probably not. That's okay. Mr. Out. Mr. Out. Hey, come on. It smells so good, doesn't it? Doesn't it just smell delicious? It smells so good. Yes, it does. Trying to close it. That's cool. I think we need this.
No. You're so helpful, Winston. You're so helpful.
He's showing you where it's at.
He's like, Mama, did you see this, Mama? Oh, is that delicious?
Cool. Look out.
Watch out.
You're going to enjoy that. Hopefully the birds get it. So we need to rinse this off.
I think so.
the top shelf. I'm gonna try to do. What time is it?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's late.
Like,
It's been in there for several hours, and we're hoping that we got it to the right temperature. So we're gonna let it rest now, right?
Yeah, we cooked it to 165 internal temperature. Now I'm gonna let it rest for 35 minutes or so.
Fingers crossed. I hope it's good.
Me too. Got lots of plans for this bird.
It's go time. It's been resting for about an hour. And we're both really nervous. We hope we did this right. One of the mistakes we might have made is not letting the meat rest for like a whole day in the cooler. What is it like?
Yeah, like
What is it called?
The rigor mortis.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Let it go through it.
Because we brined it pretty much the same day that we killed it. So
But we let it sit for.
it was a few hours.
It sat. It was dead for over 24 hours before it got cooked.
Before it got cooked, yes.
Yeah.
Just
So
not brined. So, but it's okay. All right, it's gonna be good.
it's gonna be great.
All right, switching places here. Oops. Oh, it looks good. Just trying to find the joint for this bone right there. It must be up here more.
Yeah, it's further. There you go.
Oh man, look at that. That looks delicious. Oh, that's good. So I just took off the second leg, and I did it perfectly, and we didn't get it on film, but look at this. Look how nice that looks. Oh yeah, look at that. Mangled side. Much nicer side.
Side we got on video. It's like when we move the animals.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that squirted into my eye.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
I'm gonna chop up the rest and we'll bag it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so plan is, got the meat in the refrigerator, and then this carcass we're gonna put into a pot, boil it with some water, and make some
broth.
yeah, some stock out of it, right?
Yep. And I will make a couple of recipes with all of the chicken because there's no way we're going to be able to eat all of that quickly enough. So I want to make a couple prep meals.
Turkey,
What did I say?
chicken. That's a very large chicken.
It is.
Words are hard.
Turkey. Well, I'm not used to turkey. I cannot remember the last time I cooked a turkey.
Yeah,
It's probably been 20 years.
yeah. Yep, definitely not part of our staple diet, so
Yep.
we're excited, but it's a learning experience.
Yep. Hi everyone, this is Katie with the Kraemer Life. I just wanted to make a quick video today sharing how I took a turkey that we just smoked and turned it into 6 different meals utilizing items that I had in the fridge, freezer, and pantry, just changing it up with different spices and things that I had on hand. I will add recipes that I am making up as I go in the description below for you as well. The items that I'll be using are a whole turkey, some potatoes, carrots, onions, rice, and Bisquick, frozen vegetables, as well as just a number of different spices. The first meal is going to be a smoked turkey with Parmesan roasted potatoes and carrots. The second meal is going to be a turkey and biscuit pot pie. The third is going to be a turkey and dumpling. The fourth meal is going to be a turkey and rice casserole, and also a turkey fried rice. Let's get started. All of the dishes are going to have onions and carrots in them, so I'm going to go ahead and start prepping these items and get them sauteing. And they're all going to be the exact same, meaning I'm not going to really do much more than just a basic seasoning so that I can prep and cook all of these in the same pot to kind of help with dishes and also to help with the fact of just cooking more at once, and then I can separate them out as I want for each of the different meals. Cutting preferences for the vegetables is really up to you. How do you prefer your vegetables? How you cut them will obviously make a difference in determining how quickly they cook, and also the texture maybe of the dish. So I typically like larger chunks of vegetables, so if you prefer smaller chunks of vegetables, just go ahead and cut them to your liking. The way that I am preparing these vegetables doesn't matter for each of the dishes, it's just personal preference. For the onions, I have 2 sweet onions and then I have a yellow onion, and I'm just going to mix all of those in. I have my carrots and onions on the stove, cooking those up right now. I'm gonna start working on making the biscuits and the dumplings. I don't know if you all have used Bisquick for biscuits before, but it's super simple. All it is milk and Bisquick, and it actually makes really tasty, quick, easy biscuits. So I'm gonna use those. I'm just gonna make up 2 batches. So I'm just gonna follow the instructions on the back of the box and mix those up. I have the carrots and onions off the stove and resting in a bowl ready to be divided out and used. I have the biscuits prepped and mixed and ready to be divided out. There's some water boiling. I'm getting ready to chop up some potatoes so that I can parboil those. Then I'm going to have the majority of the items ready and prepped, and I'll start actually putting the meals together, showing the seasonings and things like that. All of the vegetables and the meat is all prepped, so now what I'm going to do is start working on getting it all added together. So I'm going to kind of pair this off where it makes sense for seasonings and for ingredients so that I can cook a few meals at the same time. So I'm going to start with the chicken and dumplings and the chicken pot pie with biscuits, because they're both going to have the biscuit mixture in them. They're both going to have the onions and the carrots. One will have potatoes, but they'll have a similar gravy and a similar sauce. So I'll be able to make the majority of that up all together in one dish, and then just add a few differences, corn or potatoes or peas or green beans, whatever I decide to put in each of those. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. In the large pot, I have 2 cups of turkey. I have onions and carrots, about 2 cups of that. Potatoes, about 2 cups. Peas and corn, each of those are a little over a cup. And then I put 2 cups of bone broth that I had already made up from the turkey carcass last night. And that is all simmering in the mixture right now. I did go ahead and add thyme, rosemary, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic. In a separate pan, I'm making a gravy, and that is just a bone broth gravy, and it's just a package that I had from in the pantry. So I'm using that as a thickener. And then what I'm going to do once all of this is been cooked up together, it's all going to go in a baking pan and with the gravy. Now, this is not a traditional fried rice by any stretch of the imagination. I used what I had available. I didn't have any soy sauce or anything like that. So what I did is I took eggs, carrots, onions, peas, a little bit of corn, and I cooked all that together. And then I took some seasonings, some salt, some pepper, some garlic, and then something that I really like is kefir lime leaves. And so I actually added some of that just to give it that lime flavor and bring out just a different element. And then I added fresh cut cilantro as well. And then actually eating it right now because I'm hungry and added some toasted sesame seeds on top of it. I'll freeze the rest of this and it'll be super easy to put back in, just warm it up, either throw it in on the skillet and you could fry it up if you want it a little crispier, or if you just want something super quick and easy, just throw it in the microwave. For the chicken and dumplings, what I did is I took about 4 cups of the turkey stock, added in 4 tablespoons of chicken base to that as well, just to add a little more flavor to it. And then salt, pepper, thyme, and rosemary. Stir it all up. Then I'm going to start adding in the rest of the mixture. So it'll be that onion and carrot base that we made up earlier. I'm also going to add some peas to it. I pre-cooked the dumplings earlier. I'll put those in last. And then I'm also going to add the turkey, and that one should be good to go. So I just added a homemade roux that I made with butter, flour. I added in some mustard and some sour cream as well to give it some additional flavor textures. And then used some of the base stock from here as the liquid to make it almost a gravy-like consistency before pouring it back. And that should help to thicken up this sauce a little bit so that it's not so runny. I ended up making 5 different dishes with 1 turkey and utilizing ingredients that I had already at home. So some of the recipes are definitely not traditional, however, everything turned out delicious. And what will happen is I will go ahead and determine what is going to be refrigerated, what's going to be froze, and how we're going to go about that. This is a chicken pot pie with biscuits on top. It's going to be a freezer meal that I will freeze. All it's going to need to do is put it in the oven until those biscuits are completely baked, and then it will be ready to go. All of the other items are par cooked, meaning all of the potatoes, carrots, they're still firm, so they're not completely cooked, but they're mostly cooked. Then we have right here, this is a turkey and rice dish. This one had some cream of mushroom soup and then some turkey stock that I had made. Mixed it all together with rice and with some turkey. And this one will just bake as well, so this will be another easy meal that you just throw in the oven once it's thawed. Right here we have this is a fried rice, and so this one just has all of the fried rice ingredients, definitely not traditional. And when this one, you can either cook it in a skillet to crisp it up or put it in the microwave. That'll be a nice easy dish, and you can pair it with a lot of other meals. So if you already have some meat or protein that you want to add to it, or you can leave it as is. Because it does have 6 eggs in it, so it does have some protein as well. Back here we have chicken and dumplings. Well, actually it's turkey and dumplings. And this one right here is going to just be super easy. Everything is cooked, so I will probably portion it out to single servings so that it's just an easy heat and thaw. And last but not least, you can't really see what it is right now, but it is a Parmesan and herb crusted potato, and that is going to pair with the turkey legs. And so it'll be turkey legs and the Parmesan roasted potatoes. Both of them will just go in the oven for a short amount of time to crisp back up, and then they'll be ready to go. Well, I hope you all enjoyed something a little different. Just wanted to show some of the ways when we get a larger amount of meat, whether it's a large roast or in this case it was a large turkey, how I like to go about cooking everything, getting everything prepped and ready so that we have meals for, this will last us probably about 3 to 4 weeks. for the two of us. So this will go quite a long ways, and just showing you can use what you have in your pantry and using very similar ingredients but making them taste very different just by adding some different spices and things like that. So take care until next time. Bye.